Hi, friend. I'm really glad you're here. Thanks for giving me a few minutes of your time. In Mark 8:36, Jesus asks, "What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul?" Most of us picture those who are wealthy or celebrities chasing the spotlight. But if we're honest, this question speaks just as loudly to the believer who's grown comfortable, the one who lives out their faith in practice, but whose passion has grown quiet, and whose purpose is slipping away. Now let's lean in and take a closer look. The song "All But the Will" holds up a mirror. It shows us a life full by every earthly measure, yet empty where it matters most. We sing the songs, we wear the cross, we say the words, but if we're not careful, we miss the very point of our faith. Faith isn't about appearances, it's about action. Without movement, even the most beautiful beliefs quietly wither, and a life meant to shine begins to fade into quiet comfort. And this has eternal implications. The stakes are higher than we realize. This isn't just about missing a few good deeds, it's about losing touch with the very reason we were saved. Faith that stays locked inside eventually becomes invisible, even to us. A love never shown, a grace never shared. That's not a small oversight. That's a tragedy. Because when faith becomes passive, it's not neutral. It shrinks. It loses its urgency. It loses its voice. And slowly, quietly, a soul made to burn with purpose goes dim, without anyone noticing. Jesus didn't die to make us comfortable. He died to make us alive. And alive means moving. The Bible reminds us, "To whom much is given, much will be required." Luke 12:48. If we've been entrusted with truth, grace, and time, then heaven expects more than silent belief. It expects a life poured out, not packed away. But there's good news. If we're breathing, we're not too late. If you've been given time, truth, and love, you've been entrusted with a mission. Comfort is not your enemy, but it becomes dangerous when it dulls your urgency and numbs your sense of purpose. God isn't here to guilt you into action. He's here to awaken you, to shake the sleep off your spirit, to ignite a flame that routine tried to smother. He's still breaking pride, still softening hearts, still inviting each of us to live faith outward, not just hold it inward. You were never called just to believe quietly. You were called to let grace overflow boldly. So today, don't just believe. Move. Reach out. Serve. Speak life. The world doesn't need more silent believers. It needs believers who live it, breathe it, and give it away. Because grace was never meant to be hoarded. It was always meant to be given. Start small, if you need to. A conversation. A prayer offered, a meal shared, a moment of kindness that points back to Him. Because when we share our faith in simple, faithful ways, God does something extraordinary through it. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and even more, for being willing to live it out. If you've listened to the song "All But the Will" and stuck around for this message, it means your heart is open. And that's exactly where transformation begins. I want to leave you with this. God loves you more than you can possibly imagine. Not for what you've done or haven't done, but simply because you are His. He's not waiting for perfection. He's waiting for surrender. And His greatest desire isn't just to be believed. It's to be with you. Now. Daily. Forever. He wants to walk side by side with you, to live with you, to carry you, and to welcome you into eternity, not as a stranger, but as family. So wherever you are, however far you feel, you're not too far, you're not too late, and you're not disqualified. God's calling still stands, and He's not just asking for your belief, He's inviting you into a purpose that lasts forever. Thanks for listening. Let's go live this love out. Together.